Hi traders, Anthony here. Just taking a look at Ethereum paired with USDT. Just received a breakout signal right here. Thought I'd come in and have a look at this, see what's going on. This we can see is definitely shaping up potentially for a head and shoulders. And we can see the weakness. This is rolling over here, this rotation on the lower time frame 1 minute chart. But there's a few things about this that you want to be careful of. Rather than sort of jumping in here willy-nilly, I mean, that could work out quite well. Most of these do. Most of these breakout signals, I mean, you could just trade that on the pullback, and this is already profitable right here. Now, we get a pretty high win rate just by doing that. But I want to take this one step further and minimize the risk, maximize profit potential. I mean, that's a daily, we've got that. It's a nice signal here, and even if we go to the 4 hour, we can see this gives us some very, very nice opportunities. See back here, I'm on the 4 hour chart. I mean, you can take that on the pullback, retest and fail. That was quite a nice trade. Here's a breakout, retest and fail. That was short-lived, but I mean, on a 4 hour, that's still decent. But this is generally going to get us in if we pull this back out. Look at this trade. If you took that, and you most likely could be still in that. See what I'm saying? This is the opportunity that I'm wanting. And here's the breakout here as well. Now you take that, set your stop loss up above the cloud here. You may or may not have, but I mean, you're going to take profit. Come back. Seriously, you want these signals? Look at that. And that's the opportunity. 4 hour chart. So what I am looking to do, we've just had our indicators back from the developers, and we've got a whole new bunch of stuff going on. But I'm going to be setting this up on the 4 hour. I haven't done that yet. I've only got 1 minute chart alerts firing. The idea is when we get the alert on the 4 hour, for example, this one, then we go down to the 1 minute chart, and the 1 minute, like if this is, I'll show you something here. This is great, and then we'll come back to a bit of an analysis. What is it? The Ethereum on the 4 hour. If it's doing this, I mean, and we're in a see the channel. Okay, we've broken above. We're in this channel. We've had the breakout. So after this green break, we've traded, and we're in a channel here on the 4 hour. What we're going to do is on the 1 minute is we're going to look for every green breakout signal on the 1 minute and milk this to the max. That's the strategy. This is where I'm going to be heading next. Now that we've got the indicators back, I'll be setting up alerts on the 4 hour chart and then looking for the opportunity on the lower time frame. Guys, gain access. Give it a shot for a week. I've got a free trial going. It's in the description below the video, the link to my website, traderanthony.com. So let's just have a look at this. I want to do it from a higher time frame perspective. A lot of people are asking, where to next? Where is this going to trade next? It's important, like if you're looking for a trade opportunity, to just come in on the higher time frame. If you're new to trading, this will benefit you. Come in on the higher time frame and map it out. So what I've done here, I've got a multi-chart layout. That's it there, okay, up here. And then I've selected the symbol and the drawings. I want the drawings to transfer over. So let's just have a look and see what we've got. Now, this was the situation. We can take this candle body, kind of works nicely through there as our level. That's the level to crack. And at the moment, we're in a bear market. This is a downtrend. I know that a lot of guys on YouTube were screaming and shouting, this is off to the moon, and everyone was carrying on. If you see, I don't know, I stay away from where I see rockets and the words shocking and exclamation marks and exploding and hype. I really have a problem with that. If you're looking for financial advice, if you go to a financial advisor, you don't want to see some guy screaming at the top of his lungs and doing all that. I hope I'm not offending anybody. I apologize if that's the case, but yeah, I'm just not into overinflated hype. So look, where is this going to go? I'm not going to scream anything, but what I will say is that this is a real possibility. It could head in either direction. We don't know. But what we can do is we can navigate the volatility on the lower time frame and make a ton of money and simply enjoy the ride. And my whole thing with Bitcoin and Ethereum is to build my asset base. The bigger the asset, the bigger the return. That's all there is to it. I'm bullish in the long term. Like, you know, I mean, we've had bull and bear markets, and I hung on for my life, you know, in 2017 when it crashed. But look where we are now. That was 20 grand back then, and now we're up around wherever it is on Bitcoin. So my whole thing is about dollar cost averaging in on every pullback, you know, and if you can afford it, I'll throw another $100 in there and just grow the asset. I used to be a real estate property investor, and it was all about growing the size of the asset. The bigger the asset, the bigger the return. 10% on $100,000 versus 10% on $1 million, if you know what I'm saying. So building the asset. And so that's what my whole focus is. Trading Ethereum and Bitcoin at the moment is exactly that. So where to next? If we go down to a lower time frame, let's check it out on the hourly. Things to be really aware of is key levels of support and resistance. Anybody who's new to trading, this line here, this horizontal, this brown colored line, this is a weekly key level, weekly. And this line you see here is a daily. And I think if we go back, what I want to do, and this is so important, if you're new to trading, this will benefit you. Map out your weekly and daily levels, and then go down to the lower time frame for the opportunity. So I'm just going to do that now, and then I want to go down to the lower time frame and just see what's showing itself as far as the trade opportunity goes. Actually, if we go back, let's just see what we got. Yeah, there's a daily back here. Okay, so that's not going to transfer to the lower time frame. So you want to pick that up. And look how the market trades to these levels. Look at that, the weekly. Look how it trades to it. Look at the weekly break, retest, and fail right here. So precise. Look at this. We have to understand where these levels are. We have to. Absolutely critical. It's precise. The central banks, like in the Forex market, they control the markets. Their algos are programmed for these levels, key levels, and they'll price the market accordingly. So here we are. We've got this range to contend with at the moment. So I'm not entirely convinced yet that we have a trade opportunity. We're range bound in here. We have had a break of this, but yeah, I mean, that could just be a pullback ready to head off to the moon, right? Okay, so let's just go down to say this chart. In fact, we'll go out to a 5 minute and have a look and see what's going on. Right, there it is. So we're range bound. I'm interested in this level. Okay, we get a break of this daily here. By the way, notice how our little green dots coincide. If we get a retest of this, then I'm interested. And I think there's a bit of a price gap under. And then we've got this level here. Okay, so that would be target 1. And then if we get a break and retest of this guy, it's off to the wherever this wants to go. But I mean, you can see clearly on this time frame just how the market's breaking down here. Let's go down to the 1 minute, and I mean, this just gets you way closer to the action. But now we've got a bit of a roadmap from our higher time frames, and see on the 1 minute we can see this rolling over. So we get these breakout signals. They tend to get us in early. Like, it's not a buy and sell signal, it's a breakout signal. Like if we get a break and retest here, for example, I'll be looking for every one of these red triangles that occur. It's probably not a bad idea to take that, but yeah, I think I'm going to wait and see if we get below here at least. These breakouts will come earlier on the lower time frame. So if we go back out, like say the 3 minute, do we see that? No, we don't. See, we don't have it here. All right, so you might want to wait for the 3 or the 5 minute breakout signal, even the 5 minute, and that will be a cue. All right, guys, I mean, that's about it really. Break and retest of this level for one thing, and a break and retest of this level could be the thing. If it doesn't happen, then there's no setup. I mean, this could work its way north, and then that could be the thing. So just wait for the setup, and yeah, that could be an opportunity. But I am leaning more to the downside. I think My gut feeling is that we see more downside, but you know, you don't trade by gut feeling. Although, you know, after you've spent time in the game, the gut feeling kind of works. But you've got to back it up with what the chart's telling you and how it's inviting you in. And that's just going to be, you know, pretty obvious when you see the setup. Right? I'll wrap the video up with that's one setup and that's the second setup. Be invited in. Entry here and here. That would be nice. Now you can see how it's rolling over. Okay guys, with that, check the link below the video. Visit my website, traderanthony.com. Safe trading. See you in the next video.